Hey humans, welcome back to otro videito más. Today we're going to be talking about the TELESIN Smart Tracking Camera Mount. Let's get to it. Alright, full disclosure, TELESIN did send me this, but just so you know, this is not what they originally intended to send me. It was something different. It was a phone mount that you hang on your neck. But I told them it wasn't something I could review because it wasn't something that I would use. So I'm definitely not gonna make a review of something that I just won't use. So I was like, listen, I can't review what you want me to review, but if you like, I could review this because I feel like this has really good potential. And they were like, all right, yeah, sure, we'll send it to you. And so they did, and I have it. I've been using it for a minute, and to me, it's a game changer. Now we're gonna go through a quick unboxing. As you can see here, it's very simple packaging. You get a USB-A to USB-C port. You get a remote control, and you obviously get the TELESIN Smart Tracking camera holder. Like, this is nice, very small, very compact, and so far very useful. Now to start off, it just only has literally one button in the back. As you can see right here, you hold, long press it, and a blue light will come on, as you can see right there. So the blue light indicate that is on. Now if you grab the remote control, you can see that there are a few buttons right there. This bottom one right here is to start face tracking. These two on this side is literally to make it spin a certain direction. And then the ones on the top, it'll do a 360 turn to either direction. Put it right here so you can see it. Let's cover my face so you can see it. So the top button, make it turn clockwise, just one full 360 degree rotation, and then down, it'll do counterclockwise 360 rotation. And then the other buttons right here on the side, it'll move it as much as I press it, which is kind of really nice. And I'll show you here in a minute why that is super useful. If we turn it around so it's facing me, I'm gonna press the tracking button that's down here, and now it's tracking my face. Super nice, very compact, very useful. It just serves a purpose. It does one job and it does it very well, and that is to track your face. The reason why I asked them to send me this was because as soon as I saw it, I was like, this would be a great pairing with the Osmo Pocket 3, because we all know the Osmo Pocket 3 has face tracking enabled when you turn it on. But the one caveat is that it doesn't rotate all the way. It only sticks to the 180, I think. At some point, it'll stop tracking you because it can't rotate anymore. Well, that's where this comes in. The max weight capacity of the Smart Tracking is 500 grams. If we weigh the Pocket 3 the way I have it now, 298 grams. That's with all the extra stuff I added to it. So if we take the cage off, it'll be lighter, but the max is 500. This is 298 altogether. Not too bad. We can screw this in, very simple, very quick. And then it also has a 1/4" thread at the bottom, which is nice because I can screw this in very easily and have it stand. And just so you know, by itself, the TELESIN by itself, it does, here, let's just show you. It does stand by itself. So you don't need, you don't need the little tripod or a tripod in general, but if you want it, you can have it. So right now it's tracking me. There it goes. Do you see it's turning? There we go. So it's working properly. It's not gonna topple over, but I do like that it gives me a little bit extra height. And so here we are, a little bit more stable. Not that it needs to be, but there it is. Now if we turn my Osmo Pocket around, let's start face tracking, and we're gonna start face tracking on the TELESIN Smart Tracker. All right, now it's tracking my face, And then the one thing I want to talk about, which is why these two directional buttons are useful, is because if you're being tracked by the TELESIN, right, if you go behind an object, it's bound to lose you. So let's start recording here on the Osmo Pocket 3 and let's turn. TELESIN is following me. It's doing a really good job. Now if I go behind here, it lost my face, obviously, because I'm behind. Ooh. Actually, it hasn't. It did the first time I tried it. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Okay, okay. Go back. So the Osmo Pocket 3 is the one that lost me this time. Nice work, TELESIN. It didn't lose me this time. So I tried it once before, but the TELESIN like lost me when I went behind here. And so I used the directional to move the TELESIN enough to grab my face one more time. So let's keep going. See if the TELESIN can track me. I think it'll stop right there. Even the Pocket 3 lost me. So now I'm gonna use the directional key right here to turn the TELESIN towards me. And now it found me. The Pocket 3 also found me. And now we're here, we're back. You know what I mean? So if I keep going, TELESIN, ooh, it didn't lose me again. That's really good. Okay, that's so much better than I expected. Actually, the Pocket 3 lost me. So the TELESIN is working better at tracking my face than the Osmo Pocket 3. How much better can this get? I mean, this is actually more impressive than the first time around, because the first time it did lose me, but this time it didn't. So maybe it's just recognizing my face more, who knows, but this was very, very impressive. But yeah, that's why the remote is super useful, because if you are in an environment where there are other people, maybe it catches somebody else or something like that, you'll be able to like just move it and get it to where you need it to go, which is perfect. And while you're doing face tracking, if you hit the 360, it'll do it. It'll go 360. So you can see, Kimball lost me. Osmo Pocket 3 is gone, and I would have to like manually rotate it to go back. Come on, you got this, Pocket 3. There we go. We're back. But you see what I mean? Like, so imagine you're using an action cam like a GoPro or the Ace Pro or whatever, any of those action cameras. You can mount it onto this as well. And if you're talking and doing whatever, and you're like, all right, guys, I'm right here in, I don't know, the Grand Canyon, you can be like, all right, I'm gonna show you, boop, 360, and it'll just go around, show you the whole situation, and then there we go. It'll show you the whole wraparound and you'll be good to go. You can also do panoramic photos. If you have a smaller mirrorless camera, this is like an XM1, definitely not my video camera by any means necessary, but this is 470 grams, including the lens. So if you attach this to the TELESIN, it'll also track you. It's close to its max capacity and max weight, but it'll also track you. So if you can get any camera below the 500 gram mark, you're good to go. I think this is like a game changer for solo creators like myself that don't have anyone like recording them. Because if I'm doing something big here in the office, I can just take the lights out or put them off to the side and I can run around the office. Not literally run, but like I can show you guys different things. Like if I were to do an office tour, then I could just literally set this in the middle and have the camera from center of the room track me throughout the whole place, all 360, because the TELESIN will do that without having to move the camera once. And the TELESIN lasts up to 5 hours of tracking your face, and it charges in 2 hours. But if you were going to use this, let's just say you're a streamer and you're streaming your whole room and you're going here to this side of the room and the other side of the room or whatever, you can plug in the TELESIN smart tracking and it'll just keep going for obviously for forever, because it's plugged into the wall. It's very versatile, very useful. You can also power it with an external battery, so like there's really no limitations. And if by any chance you happen to be a little higher than the TELESIN is, like I am right now, The camera down here, let me stop the tracking. This camera right here, which tracks your movements, does tilt 5 degrees up and 5 degrees down. So you can literally grab it and tilt it down. If the camera is above your head, so if it's above you, then you kind of want the camera facing down so it can track your face. But if you're doing what I'm doing right now, which the camera is below my head, then you can point the camera up so it's easier for it to track you. I think a very well thought out, because it decreases the amount of limitations that this product would have if it didn't have that feature. And honestly, it has almost no limitations. I don't think it has any limitations other than the 500 gram weight capacity, which is fair. I think a next iteration or a pro version of this would be one that could hold like 1500 grams. I know it'll be bigger, which I don't really mind, but imagine having a Sony a7S III or a Sony a9 III or Sony a1 or a Canon, any one of these mirrorless cameras on top of this, tracking your every movement using a nice prime lens on it. Like, it would be really, really nice. So TELESIN, if you're watching this, which I'm hoping you are, definitely work on making a 1500 gram version of this, because I would buy it. You don't even have to send it to me. I would just buy it, because if this one's this good, the other one's is gonna be even better. So yeah, this is a quick review because it's just a simple product that does what it says. It just tracks you, and you can use it for a couple other things. So yeah. One thing I forgot to mention was the distance. The best distance for this to work is 3 feet. I don't really think I'm 3 feet out. Where I'm standing, where it's tracking me very nicely, I'm like, my face is about, let's just say 24 inches, so 2 feet away. But if we go a little bit closer where I was standing before, it's about 19 inches. So 1 foot 5 inches. In the booklet, it tells you to be away at least 1 meter. But obviously, I just showed that it does work at less than 3 feet. It'll work all the way to 16 feet. So definitely not a bad deal here. Like, for a content creator, a solo content creator, this is a game changer, especially if you have the Pocket 3. If you have the Osmo Pocket 3, like, you have double tracking of your face, so you'll always be in frame. I'm definitely going to be keeping this because I'm definitely going to be using this, especially for when I'm on work Zoom calls. I think this will be perfect because I do walk around and show stuff, because we do 3D printing stuff, as you can see the filament back there. But I grab stuff, bring it in, do this and do that. And so I walk around the office while we're having the meeting. So this is kind of nice that it just tracks you all the way. So you don't have to like bring stuff to the desk. You can just show it from afar. But it's really nice. It has worked flawlessly, no issues. This time around, it has surprised me even when it didn't lose me when I was going behind the lights. So it's definitely a powerful piece of equipment in a very small, compact size. And yeah, I can't say better things about it. Like, it's just good. It has one job and it does it really, really well. If you have an Osmo Pocket 3, or if you have action cams, or if you have a little tiny Fujifilm mirrorless camera, then maybe you can just slap it on there. Totally worth the money. If you buy it on Amazon or B&H, it's $34.99. I mean, $34.99 for your own personal camera, man. Come on. That it doesn't get any better than that. If I were to see this product in action, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably like, I don't know, probably like $100, like at least $99. But come on, $35.99, not too bad. If you look at the TELESIN website, it's going for $41.99, but you can get an Amazon or B&H for $34.99. This is absolutely a steal. It's such a good product, and yeah, it just works. It just works. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hasta la próxima.